Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to set up a paper in MLA style. You can find the actual rules in the Master Guide to MLA, which I provided links to in the class. It's going to be on pages 5 through 7 under Document Layout. So you're going to actually see the specifics, so if you can't remember this is where you can go to find all that information. So the first place you're going to be using that is when you complete your writing assignments. So if you want to actually set your paper up in the Achieve writing processor itself, let me show you how to do that. So you're going to go to the assignment, like for example the pre-write. You're going to hit Start Final Paper, and then you're going to be given the actual basic page right here, right? So you can keep it at Arial, that's fine. The Master Guide tells you to use Times New Roman 12 and not Arial, but I don't care if you use Arial for this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to type your name, and then you're going to type your teacher's name, however they want you to present it. So I will tell you I want to be called Professor Kelly McBride on your papers. You're next going to give the information of your class. That's the prefix, the course code, and then the section number. So that's going to be E and G, and then 1113 if you're in Comp 1, 1213 if you're in Comp 2. You're going to put a period, and then you're going to give the section number. So that could be 02, it could be 14, it could be 22, just whatever your section number is. You can find that information if you go into Brightspace. You'll see up here at the very top, this is your course number and your section number. You're not going to include Composition 1, you're just going to include this last bit of information. The next thing I'm going to put is the actual date that the assignment is due. All right, so that's your first 3 lines. Now I'm going to center right up here, and I'm going to write some kind of title of the essay that I'm writing. And you're not going to say essay 1 or essay 2. You're actually going to say, something that is reflective of what your essay is about. Now notice I'm making sure that my lines are properly spaced right there. Then I'm going to go back to left justify. I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to start my essay here. Now notice this is back in Arial, whereas this is in Times New Roman. So always make sure that you are consistently using the same font, the same size font throughout the essay, right? The last thing you need to do is you actually need to include a page number, right? So you have a documentation style builder right over here. You're going to click that out, and you're going to say page header, and that's going to give you a chance to do your page numbers. So here you're going to type in your last name, you're going to do a space, and then you're going to put your page number right like that. And so as your essay goes on, continues on from one page to the next, that so you'll see here, you're going to see page 1 ends, and there's page 2. As your essay goes on, it's going to add your page numbers to the top if you do this, right? You're not going to have to do a works cited for some of your essays, but if you do have an essay, you want to come over here and turn on works cited, and then at the end it's going to give you a place to do your works cited entry, but we're not going to talk about that now. We're just talking about how do you set up your basic paper. I can then download the paper, or you can say download formatted draft over here. So if you want to keep a copy onto your hard drive, then you've got that. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm going to have to contact Achieve and ask them why I can't extract that paper. If you're worried, then just copy and paste, and that's fine. Okay, so there's one way to do it if you are writing the paper in Achieve. But if you're doing it in Microsoft Word, you've got to do a little bit more work because it's not going to automatically have things like double spaced, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to double space it, but I also have to make sure that both of these say add. See, this one says remove, that means it's added extra spacing. So I want to take that off so that I have a true double space, right? So I'm going to just do what I did. And then to do page numbers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click up here at the very top in this white space, and I'm going to insert a page number. I'm going to go to top of page, and I'm going to choose plain number 3. And then I'm going to write my name with a space after it, and I'm going to double space to get back in the pane. And that means that when I go to the next page, notice it automatically said dough, and then it went to number 2. Now, if I just typed in a number, I didn't insert the page number, but I just typed in the number, then notice it's just going to type in that number over and over again. I have to actually insert the page number code. You'll see now it's 2. Okay? So that's your basics in how you do your essays. You do want to paragraph appropriately. I don't know that I have an essay handy, but that means that when I get done with it, with one paragraph, I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to hit tab, and I'm going to start my next paragraph. I'm not going to put any extra spacing between paragraphs. I can probably try to, let me see if I can find a sample essay here. So let's actually look at a real essay so you can see specifically what it looks like with paragraphs. So you can see here is my heading on the upper left, page 1 heading. We call this the page 1 heading because it only appears on page 1. After that, the only thing that identifies your paper is your last name with the page number. Notice here we have our title centered and in what we call title case. And so again, if you go into here, you're going to see titles, and this is going to explain how do you capitalize titles. Then each paragraph begins with an indent, and notice that there's no extra spacing between the paragraphs. Every line in your essay is going to be equally spaced. And then it just goes on until the end. So that's what your paper should look like in proper MLA style. I hope that helps. Again, always ask questions if you have them, and I'll be happy to answer. Bye-bye.